So what do you do when someone hurts your feelings or keeps doing it over and over and over again? We're going to talk about it on today's podcast. Hi, my name is Michael Johnson. I'm a ballroom dance professional, a life coach, and a peak performance expert. I'm part of a group of motivated people who are dedicated to attaining emotional mastery and unlocking our full potential. We've realized life is a dance. The ups and downs can spin you out of your mind, but it's time to take back control. It's time to become a lifer. We don't believe others are responsible for how we feel. In fact, we don't believe anyone can make us feel anything. We are a new breed of overachievers. Emotional mastery is our journey, and unlocking our full potential is the key. Welcome to the journey. We are lifers, and this is Magic for Life. What's up, lifers? Michael Johnson here with the Magic for Life podcast, and I'm so glad you joined me here today. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify or Stitcher, thank you so much for listening, and please give us a rating in your app that you're listening it to. But if you're watching us on YouTube, what's up? So glad you're here, and I'm glad you're taking the time to work on improving your emotions and improving you, because for goodness sakes, that's how we will change the world, right? One person at a time, one emotion at a time. So we're going to talk about what happens if someone's hurting your feelings. Well, first of all, there's so many things we've got to address here and unpack with this idea, because this is a normal concept. I mean, you could probably walk down the street of New York and hear at least 3 or 4 times that somebody hurt my feelings in some form or another. It's a common phrase. It's something that's said all the time. Oh, he hurt my feelings, or she hurt my feelings, or my boss hurt my feelings, right? And it's an interesting idea, right? When we're talking about emotion and how emotion works, right? I believe emotions are at the core of everything we do, right? So therefore, emotional education is massively important. I would say that, of course, I'm a little biased, but I'd say that it's more important than math or science or English. Maybe the school systems can start to make a transformation. I know there are a lot of great teachers out there that are starting to recognize this, and they're starting to teach in a brilliant way. So hopefully we can help support all of that, right? So all of you out there that are working on your emotions, start making a conscious move and effort to have our school systems start to teach about emotion, right? And anything would be good. Anything would really be good. So what do you do if somebody's hurting your feelings? Well, first of all, we have to realize that nobody can make you feel anything. Nobody can make you feel anything. Let me say that one more time, because it's important. Nobody can make you feel anything. And I know that this gets rough for some people. They go, well, but so and so, and take it out of outside of you. Let's look at it from inside, from what's happening and what's going on inside. Well, first and foremost, when somebody says something that hurts your feelings, the most crazy thing about this, it's such an interesting idea or concept, is that when you say that, what you're really saying is, I hurt my feelings. What? Okay, bear with me here. You actually were the one hurting your own feelings. When somebody else says something mean, right, and it's directed towards you, you decided what it meant, right? And then you gave it that meaning, whatever it was that you decided. And then you decided how to feel to go along with that meaning. Now, if we went all the way back to when it was primal, right, everything comes back to survival, right? A tiger comes into the camp, eats everybody. Whoever survived is now afraid of tigers. It's pretty primal. It's pretty straightforward, right? So what we've got to determine is, what is it that's really going on? What's really going on there? Somebody says, I hate you, right? And this is maybe not an unusual thing to hear, right? When somebody's angry, I hate you, right? And if you listen to the podcast, and if you haven't, go back and listen to it. Compliments are not about you. Neither are mean things, right? When somebody's saying something that's hurtful, it's actually not about you. All they're doing is reflecting what's going on inside themselves, or maybe not reflecting, but projecting what's going on inside themselves. But when you take it upon yourself and you decide you're going to feel a certain way, then essentially you're creating that feeling because you took something that was simple. What does this mean? And what am I going to do about it? There are primary questions. It's what's going on so many times, so often, over and over and over again in your world. What's going on? Right. Well, that's it. What does this mean? And what am I going to do about it? So when something happens that's hurtful, essentially we looked at it individually and we said, this thing happened. That means I'm going to feel this way. So then you go into the process of executing how it is that you're feeling. This is huge. This is huge. Because what are the implications of this in your world? Are you somebody that feels poorly on a daily basis? Well, what meaning are you attaching to all the things that are going on in your world? This is a big deal, right? It's a really big deal. What does this mean and what am I going to do about it? Now, you might even be thinking those same couple things. What does this mean and what am I going to do about it when I'm talking about this subject? Because I'm saying you are in charge, not somebody else. When somebody else says, "Oh, I hate you," you get to decide what that means. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, gosh, Michael, what does that actually mean? All right, well, let's think of some meanings. Somebody comes up to you and says, "I hate you," right? Maybe you work at a store, or maybe you are running your own business and one of your clients says, "I hate you." Okay, well, you could take it for a lot of things, right? But if you're a business person, you go, okay, they're not happy with the service that I've provided. They're not happy with the product I've provided. Let me fix it. Now, if you're in business, you oftentimes hear the customer's always right. Well, it depends. But generally speaking, if you sold a customer a widget and the widget is supposed to open, pop, open, right? If the widget's supposed to open and it doesn't open, okay, well, then you should fix that, right? If somebody's angry about it, but you don't take it as they hurt my feelings. Well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and it's a fact. Okay, so it's really not about you, and that's the key, right? Is that when your first reaction is they hurt my feelings, the first reaction should be, what does that mean? Why is it that I gave it that meaning, and what am I going to do about it? I mean, honestly, there are major implications, right? If you're looking at your entire world and you start to look at the things that are going on and you say, I see. Okay, I'm giving it meaning. Let's take something real, for example, right? What is a situation in your world right now when somebody else has in the past? Now, I mean, I'm humoring the idea, right? When somebody said something to you and it hurt your feelings. I want you to think of that time right now in your head. Literally do this. Okay. If you need to, pause the video. For goodness sakes, touch the screen, pause the video. Think about it. What is a time that somebody hurt your feelings? Okay. Think of that time specifically. Get it clear in your head. Create the movie in your mind again, one more time. Think about every part of it, every piece of that situation, of that moment, and think about what they said or did. Now, it shouldn't be it's probably not a huge, long thing, although it's your memory, whatever you think. Okay. So now you've got that memory firmly in your head. Now you decided that it hurt your feelings. And that means that maybe it made you sad, right? Which again, you can hear I'm having a hard time talking about it that way because it didn't make you sad. You made you sad, right? Because you decided that you were going to be sad. So When they say that, they said, I hate you. You could say, okay, it's about me. I'm going to take it personally. I did something wrong. I'm not good enough to be their friend or to be in business with them or whatever it was. And you literally start to feel a certain way. But if they said, I hate you, and you said, oh, the poor thing, I wonder what's going on in their world. I wonder how they're feeling. They must be frustrated. There must be hate in their soul, or hate in the moment of something that they're doing and something that's going on, right? So ask yourself this: what is it in their world that causes them to say what they were saying to you? But then realize that, as I've said before, compliment is not about you. Neither is something bad. It's about them. That's it. Now, whatever they're saying may have fact or truth in it, but don't get confused and decide that that actually controls how you feel, right? And a lot of people will do that. They'll throw facts or truths in to back up that they are trying to make you feel a direction or feel a thing. Nobody can make you feel anything. That's in the Lifers Creed. It's in the book. And let's see. Oh, there it is, page 315. There you go. Oh, I don't think you can see that with the light. 315. There it is, the Lifers Creed, right? It's in the back of the book, right there for you to have. And it is, where is it at? Right here in this third section, right? No, we are responsible, or I put response able, for how we feel and what we do. Nobody can make us feel anything. If we have a bad day, we allowed it to be that way. And if we had a great day, we deserve the credit. You personally deserve the credit for your good day or your bad day. We are in charge of our lives. Guys, we've got to start making that normal. Teach your children, teach your colleagues, teach your boss, teach your people around you. Don't teach them by going, let me teach you something. Teach them by doing it. When they say something that's hurtful or potentially hurtful because you gave it the meaning of hurtful, change it around and start to say, hey, you know what? Instead of thinking that they're trying to hurt my feelings, even if they direct it at me, you think to yourself, gosh, I wonder what's going on in their world. I wonder why they would say that. I wonder why they would use that tactic to get me to do something, right? It's a good question. So how can you do it? I call it SOP, right? You got to have an SOP, not be SOP, right? What do the acronyms stand for? I love acronyms. They're a lot of fun. SOP, standard operating procedure. What is your standard operating procedure? I like that, right? SOP. That's easy to remember. And what do you do with this? Well, you get an idea. Like when you notice somebody is affecting how you feel instead of you, right? When that happens, what's going to be your standard operating procedure? What can you install today? What process can you do? Right? These are good questions, and you can answer them. Right? If you feel like you need help or you want some guidance on this, please let me know. Info@Magic for Life, and we'll get you some help, and we'll let you understand and know what kind of things you can do. I have a coaching program that you could be a part of. Obviously, you can get a book. Right now, we have a great offer going on. If you pay for the book, I'll pay for if you pay for the shipping, I'll pay for the book. I got that reversed, right? So go get the book. But we also have a cool coaching program that's out. So if you're interested or you need some help and you want some personalized guidance, please let us know. info@magicforlife.com. And as usual, if you know somebody this video would help, please share it with them. Please tag me on Instagram. You can take a screenshot of this Hashtag Magic for Life. And don't forget the Magic's with the J. Anyway, guys, I hope this helped you, and I hope this will improve your life. Anyway, don't forget every minute. We'll talk to you next time. See you on the next podcast. Take care. Want more Magic for Life? If so, then reserve your copy of my new book. Get your copy at everyminutebook.com. Inside this book, you'll find the secrets to attaining the next level of performance in anything you do. Learn the secrets behind emotional mastery that'll start you on your new journey of being a lifer. Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or an artist, this book will change your life forever. Get your copy reserved today.